1775, the town voted, quote, to pay 25 Minutemen 1 shilling per week until the 1st of May. They exercise 4 hours in a week, and 2 shillings to be allowed to 2 officers, unquote. Just a few weeks later, one of those officers, Captain Jonathan Wilson, was carried back to the town by his grieving troops. Wilson had been mortally wounded in a firefight during the British retreat near the Brooks Tavern in Lincoln. Captain Wilson was also 41.
Thus, liberty. And now, Mr. Bear, to the very top.
This cap will represent the intellect and brains of our fine leaders that will allow us to now and forever remain free through their leadership. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm feeling the love. The snow melts, and once again, the farmyards of New England grow this: rebellion, sedition, and a certain smell. Parliament. Your dispute, it seems, is with Parliament. No greater assemblage of scoundrels, nincompoops, demagogues, and charlatans is not to be found on this planet. I sympathize with you. I do. And your cure for this is, what do they call it? Congress? A Congress, yes. That's your... Two, yes. And then one in each of your provinces, and then one, it seems, in every town. You call them town meetings. I think you were referring to them earlier. My God, have you ever been to one? I thought I would instead go to one of your documents. This is a petition that arrived in London just this last December and was presented to Parliament in January, a petition for the redress of grievances. This is your own language. This is that of your representatives, John Adams and a few other scoundrels. It begins, "To the King's most excellent Majesty. Most gracious sovereign, we, your majesty's faithful subjects, by this our humble petition, beg leave to lay our grievances before the throne." Now, that's language that can get you somewhere. As His Majesty says, the authors and promoters of this desperate conspiracy mean only to amuse by vague expressions of attachment to the parent state and protestations of loyalty to the king, all the while preparing for general revolt. On our part, the resolutions of Parliament breathe a spirit of moderation and forbearance. We are still hoping that the people of America will discern the traitorous views of their leaders, for to be a subject of Great Britain, with all of its consequences, is to be a member of the greatest civil society in the known world. To complete the horrid profanation of terms and ideas, the name of the Almighty has been introduced into the pulpits to excite and justify treason and revolt. Is one of your priests here?
Yes!
There he is.
Yes!
Rough him up, would you? Man of the cloth, indeed. In this exigency, I avail myself of the last effort within the bounds of our duty to spare the effusion of blood, to offer in His Majesty's name His most gracious pardon to all who shall forthwith lay down their arms, stand distinct and separate from the parricides of the Constitution, and return to the duties of peaceable subjects, accepting only from the benefit of such pardon Samuel Adams and John Hancock, whose offenses are of too flagitious a nature to admit of any other consideration than that of condign punishments. I'll bring a glossary next time. Those are big words. I apologize. May God in His mercy restore to His creatures in this distracted land that system of happiness from which they have been seduced, the religion of peace and liberty founded upon law. I love you too. By the way, how's the taxation with representation doing? Everyone paid their taxes? Everyone happy? Yes. I'm glad to see there are no demagogues running things, yes. Well,
so far.
I think we'd best leave.